Player comparisons for Branden Carlson, center from Utah. We're doing a best case and worst case comparison for all the top 75 prospects in this draft class. So make sure you like and subscribe and check all those out. We're each going to give our best and worst case, then we're going to come on one as a consensus. Riley, I will give you the honors. Best case scenario, best case player comparison for Branden Carlson.
Yeah, I went with Mike Muscala, and I teased this when I talked about NBA fits with the Thunder. But if you look at Muscala, similar size, similarly old coming out of college, bounced around from Europe and the G League, and eventually found a role and stuck with it based on his knockdown shooting. So if it plays out similarly for Carlson, I don't think he'd have any complaints.
We're thinking the same thing here. We're thinking the same thing. I went with Eric Pascal of Villanova fame. He was in the league for 3 seasons. His first season with Golden State, he averaged 14 points per game.
Oh yeah, he was a problem
3
on those
points.
bad
Yeah.
Warrior teams.
Yeah. Yep. And then he got to the point where it's like, you are what you are, and we're gonna go somewhere else. And I think he's still playing overseas. Oh no, he did. He last played, it looks like, in France in 2023. Or sorry, Puerto Rico. Quick drop off for Eric Pascal. But he did have a season. He played 60 games, average double figures. Certainly not the career of Muscala, but I don't think Carlson's going to be somebody who has an extended career in the league. I concede Muscala. We went with him for Quentin Post as well. If you watch the Quentin Post video, Quentin Post and Branden Carlson to me is what's your flavor? Similar prospects, but who's your flavor of those?
Yeah.
What about worst case? Give me worst case.
Well, his story is far from finished, but I said Brady Manick, a player near and dear to my heart. And I think that's based almost entirely on how they, again, the pick and pop, sorry, shout out to my wife. But basically how they move without the ball, how they're able to, like, even the ways that they cut to the basket, I'm like, okay, he does look a little bit like Brady Manick. Obviously, Manick was more of a 4. Carlson spent most of his minutes at the 5. But yeah, Manick has been out of college for 3 years now and has yet to play an NBA game. So I think that's worst case for Branden Carlson.
I think that's fair. I think Manick is more of a legitimate sniper than Carlson is. That's why I went with TJ Leaf. TJ Leaf was a first-round pick of the Pacers, and I think only played that one season with the Pacers and was in and out of the G League, and really only got an opportunity because he was a first-round pick, and has spent since then overseas. It was very clear that he couldn't cut it, didn't shoot at the level where he could make it. Wasn't really a perimeter guy, just could shoot. I think that's more Carlson, where he's a shooter, not necessarily a sniper, but he has to be a big guy because he doesn't have the athleticism to be a perimeter guy. To me, that has a lot like TJ Leaf.
I definitely like your worst case. Also very much doing the caucastic player comps here for me. Yeah, you went Eric Pascal. I'll give you that.
Yeah, give me that one. But this is a bright group that we're going with. A bright group. Mike Muscala, TJ Leaf, best case, worst case. Branden Carlson. We'll see what happens in his career. Best of luck to him.
The NBA draft is coming up, and I've got something awesome for you. We are partnering with the people at NBA 2K Lab. NBA 2K is the best video game on earth. The people at 2K Lab are making some awesome stuff to make that game even more fun, and they just launched their 2024 NBA Draft Simulator, where you can find the official Sleepers Media big board. We ranked our top 75 players in this draft class. Me, Carter, Brian Ralph, Riley Davis. We did it together, and it is featured on the 2K Lab NBA Draft Simulator. You can take control of any team in the draft, play GM with just one click, and see our entire rankings before these videos even come out. Check out the link in the description of this video to try out the draft sim for yourself, and you can find more mini games at nba2klab.com/NBA-mini-games.